Hello, Aries. I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the week of the 20th of September 2021. I hope you're doing well. Be sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus sign videos in order to get a complete picture of all of the energies that you've got going on this week, because you're more than just your Sun sign, and these are quite diverse this week. And I've got a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I do channeling for the collective in that, but I also give mini reads as well. So if you've got a burning question for your higher self, if you want some guidance on a certain area in your life, come along in there and by donation. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and one up there as well. So let's get to it. Aries, what's going on for you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries is... What's the plural? What's the collective noun of Aries? Aries is... What of Aries is? I don't know. Sharing your wisdom and sunlight after darkness. Oh, you're just coming through something, Aries. Just coming out of something. The sunlight after darkness, but then you share your wisdom about it. Something that you've just been through. You've learned something, Aries. You got some wisdom to share because of it. Maybe with yourself first. This could be a week of like looking back, going, "Phew, I'm glad that's over," and like appraising yourself, kind of thing. This could be kind of an appraisal situation here, self-appraisal, but someone else could be like, "Well, what did you learn from that, Aries?" You know, that kind of an energy, and you sharing that, something that you've just been through. Okay, Aries. What else have we got for Aries this week? Nature. Get out into nature, take some time off, give yourself a break, get out into nature, calm yourself down. Nature's great for grounding us. So yeah, you could have been going through something difficult lately, coming out on the other side of that, gaining the wisdom from it, but tend to your energy while you are coming out of this, Aries, because it feels like it's been big. Let me know what it is in the comments below while you're down there. Don't forget to click like on this video as well. It really helps my channel out when you do that. Okay, so tell us what we've got for Aries here this week. Ten of Swords, a painful ending. You have been through something. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Something that's painful, but it's over now. It's a good thing. But like I say, it's just this state of now it's time to appraise where you've been. How did that happen? What have I learned from that? Gaining some stability from it. So it's actually leaving you in a more stable position than you were before, Aries. You might be wanting to see that wisdom about this situation now. So it could be that something fell apart that needed to fall apart, and now you're in more stability because of it. You know, like losing your job and then you're securing like a job that's got more financial stability, or a relationship breakup. It wasn't that good. You were having to walk on eggshells. It wasn't that, you know, emotionally stable a relationship anyway. And so now you're alone, yes, but you've got the stability. It could be something like that. This has got the energy, like, I feel I had a relationship with a narcissist, a 1 year relationship with a grandiose narcissist, and it really rocked me. And I was a shell of myself when I came out of it. And my friends, I didn't have much contact with my friends, of course, when I was in it, because that's what happens when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. You get isolated from everyone else. But they said, for what little contact they did have with me, that they could tell I was just a shell of myself. I wasn't really being myself, and I was walking on eggshells all the time. It's true. But this is the energy of me after that. It's like I had a lot of thinking to do after that, and just like, what the hell happened to me, and getting that stability back. Yeah. Some of you could be coming out of a relationship with a narcissist, or some kind of an abusive situation. Doesn't have to be like full on abusive. It could just be a little bit, but it's enough. It's enough to rock us, and then for us to make sense of it afterward, and bring ourselves back to that stable place to take care of ourselves. It's hard to get back to taking care of myself after that relationship. It took me some time. What have you been through, Aries? Whatever it is, it's painful, but the pain is over now. It's just got to make sense of it all now. It's leading you to a more stable place. And yeah, I kind of guess having that relationship was kind of good for me. It was bad, don't get me wrong. And it wasn't me, they were the problem. But I am more aware of that situation now and what it does to people, which always helps me with my work when I've been through stuff. Unfortunately, it means that I've got to go through it all, but I'm more aware, so it helps me help other people with these kind of situations. But for myself personally, I'm very aware of this stuff now. And what it did too is it shone that light on narcissism for me, and I learned about it a lot more in the years after that. And how that was like a normal thing in my childhood to be around narcissists and all of the injury that came from that in me. So it's been a healing tool. Now, it could be a similar thing for you as well. If you finding your stability from that pain that's ended, could be you'll get a lot of healing from it. Like something needed, a wound needed poking so that you heal stuff that's back in the past. It could be that. The world cycle completing so that a new cycle can begin. So this is great. This is like healing cycle. Oh, this is good. You might not feel like it right now. You might feel a little bit. Feels like really heavy. It also reminds me of the energy of when I went through a serious crime against me too, and I was a mess after that too, and piecing it back together. And I had a counselor by my side, helping me with that too. It's that what the hell just happened kind of thing. I've got to make sense of this energy, but it's a completion of a cycle, so it's a good thing. Tell us more for Aries. Ace of Swords and the clarity that's gained from that. So you're coming out of this with clarity in order to choose like what you want next. Set off in a new direction with a lot of clarity. Well, I don't want that. I know that I don't want that. How is it that I was choosing that before? And how can I choose something different now? One good thing about me being in that relationship is I'm wise to narcissism now. I can notice the signs of it and not choose it, whether it's in my friendships or colleagues or customers or partners. I can recognize it now, and I certainly don't choose that anymore. I couldn't recognize it before that. So you're gaining some clarity from this whole process this week that you're going through. It might be the start of the process, or you're in the middle of that process. This could be an ongoing thing for you. This is what the guides want to talk about for Aries, though. So wherever you are on this journey, know that this is an important week for proceeding forward with this. Wow, yes, for leaving it behind. So the Eight of Emotions, it could be like a relationship ended, leaving it behind. But this, the Nine of Inspiration, it's the wounded warrior. It's the one that gets over the wounds so that they can move forward. This is a very significant week for you getting over something to move forward. Something that is either ending now, has just ended, or ended. It could have been a while ago, because these processes can take a long time to leave that pain behind and come to the other side. You know, that stability on the other side of it can take a very long time. Integration, to integrate it all, everything that you've learned. Yes. Wow, Aries, what have you been through? Wow. Queen of Pentacles. So this is you getting back to your stability, finding a new stability in yourself, which is much more stable. It's grounding yourself. Yes, this is very grounded. I mean, this can be the marriage card, but that's because it's the grounded energy. It's the four posts, you know? It's a table, it's solid, it's secure, it's commitment to yourself. It's being in this very grounded, like, okay, I get what happened. I'm back to myself now. I'm back to my own energy. I'm integrating the lessons that I've had, and I'm coming from this much more stable place because of what I've just been through. Now, for those of you that this is about a relationship, and it very well could be a past relationship that you walked away from, you might know much better now what you want from a marriage, what you're looking for in a romantic relationship, not just a romantic relationship, what you're looking for in a marriage, a solid marriage, what kind of person could you commit to, and certainly what kind of person you would not commit to because of what you've just been through. It's about committing to yourself and having those solid foundations in yourself. You've got psychic development here, so you don't need to be psychic, right? We don't need to psychically guess who's a narcissist or not, for example. We get the evidence and we spot it, and we We learn about our own psyche in a way, our own minds and our own energy, and how we choose that and what feels familiar to us, and how we weren't noticing the red flags before, or we were just noticing them but it felt normal to us, or whatever it is. It's not psychic, this thing. You don't need to be psychic. You don't need to like intuitively know whether someone's got something wrong with them. It's out there, it's plain to see, but only once you learn about it, only once you've learned about it. And joy. So you're headed toward joy here with this. So I think like the universe threw an obstacle at you saying, yes, Aries, you can have that relationship of your dreams, but you're so susceptible to this. You need to learn about this first. Bam, puts you in a terrible relationship, but one in which you learn a lot about yourself so that you've got that solid foundation for the future. So the world cycle ends here so that you can start a new chapter in life. The world. This could also be about travel as well. Aries, tell us what this is about. The world. Why have we got the world for Aries here? It feels like a completion of a cycle to me. I don't trust that card because of the way it came out. That's more like it. This. 10 of Inspiration and the 4 of Materials. So the burdens. Putting those burdens down. The ending. So the 10 of Swords is the painful ending or the end of the pain there. This 10 of Inspiration is like taking it a step further. It's putting those burdens down so that you don't recreate it again. It's healing from it. It comes after the 9 of Inspiration, right? The 9 of Wands. It's healing from it so that you take different action in the future. It's putting the burdens down. It's not just healing yourself in the moment from that one particular thing, going, whew, that was a terrible relationship, but then not learning from it, not putting those burdens down and just getting yourself into another exactly the same, just with a different name and a different face on it. This is not doing that. This is taking it one step further, learning about it so that you don't take the same actions again, so that you can hold your energy back from that. That's what the new chapter is you recognizing it, learning from it to put those burdens down, recognizing it so that you don't do it again. Don't do it again, Aries. And how do you not do it again? By recognizing it in the 4 of Materials, holding your energy back from it, just not choosing it, saying no to it. Recognizing it. Oh, hell no, I'm not getting into that. That's a no from me. What's behind this? Changes. You've changed, Aries. It's a good thing you've changed. So there's actually practical changes to make in your life. That's the 10 of Inspiration too, and the World card too. Practical changes, the things that you do differently. Practical changes to make in your life, your change of approach, that kind of thing. You could be like really thinking about it this week. Sharing your wisdom, sunlight after darkness, that and nature. Do get out into nature. But yeah, appraising the whole situation, learning from it, so that you can change your approach now, so that you can get what it is that you do want. Ace of Swords, then you're gaining so much clarity from it here with the Ace of Swords. Swords are all about thoughts and our beliefs. Ace of Swords is like, now you know what to do. You know how to head forward. You can make plans about it too. 9 of Voices, avoiding this nightmare, this what's the word? I can't think of the word. Anxiety. Avoiding this anxiety by planning instead. You've got a plan of action. What am I going to do if I come across another narcissist? Well, I'm just going to get the hell away from them. I'm going to recognize them right away, and I'm going to get the hell away from them. It's a hard no from me. It's something like that. It's sharing your wisdom, but what I was getting is like that could be just for yourself, sharing your wisdom with yourself, getting the clarity on it yourself, so that you avoid this. It's not just something that happens to you. Sure, it might happen to us the first time. First time is a coincidence, right? But if we don't learn from that and we keep on recreating it and doing the same thing, then that's on us. That's because we've not learned, right? You're right, having a relationship with a narcissist one time. But if you're not learning from that and you're getting yourself into another and another and another, you're not learning. So stop and learn. Stop, have a time. Requires different plan of action here. So you're gaining clarity on that. Lots of teachers. If narcissism is your thing, if that is what you're getting out of here, plenty of teachers. There's probably plenty of teachers about everything that you've been through here on YouTube. It's an amazing resource on YouTube to learn about that stuff. So learn, get more and more information. That's how you'll recognize it. Again, whatever it is you've been through. Omens, you've had signs about this as well, of how to change your approach. In other words, your friends might have been saying to you, why do you keep on choosing losers like that, or something like that. You've had signs about this. I'm not saying like you've been consciously choosing it. You've been unconsciously choosing it. And now it's time to make it conscious so that you know how you were unconsciously choosing it before, just going along with it, you know. Okay, so what's going on in your love life? Oh, for some of you, this is about your love life. It's about an ending or getting over an ending that happened a while ago. What's going on in your love life this week? Pay attention to the red flags. There it is. You're ignoring the red flags, going, pretty little red flags. Oh, I'm going to love it out of them. No, don't do that. There's your answer. You weren't paying attention to the red flags before. You might have been like, oh, well, they're wounded. I'm wounded too. We've got something in common. Yes, narcissists are wounded, but that doesn't mean, wow. So are psychopaths. And narcissists can be not far from psychopaths as well. Which doesn't mean we get into relationships with them. A lot of people are wounded. You're wounded and healing. Choose people that are wounded and healing. Or better still, choose people that are healed. Heal yourself and then choose people that are healed. So pay attention to the red flags. Don't ignore the red flags anymore. Like you did to get into the situation that you were in. Bring love into the situation and show the world the real you. Love for you in the situation so that you say no to these people that are not good for you. You don't need to. You're not here to like love everyone despite yourself and take the hits for them. Love people that are throwing grenades and blowing you up. You're not here to do that. You're here to give and receive love. So bring love into the situation for you. Show the world the real you and expect someone who's a match to the real you, someone that can give as good as you give, that gives to you back. Reciprocal relationship, balanced, equals. An equal partnership. Not someone that just brings you trouble and then you have to help them out. Okay? Trust. Maybe you've been too trusting in the past, blindly trusting. Trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Right. So yes, blind trust here. Be careful of that. The world is not a utopia, and everyone isn't good. And not everyone wants the best for you. Not everyone's like you, Aries. We've got to live in this world, not be Pollyanna about it and say, no, everyone's good at heart. They're not. They're not. They're absolutely not. Not everyone is good at heart. So none of that more blind trust kind of thing, blind faith in people, seeing the best in them and all of that Pollyanna stuff. Don't do it. Pay attention to the red flags. Choose good for yourself. That's like saying, oh, every plant is good and then going around and eating poison ivy. Not every plant is good. Not every person is good. Not everything is good for you. Choose what's good for you. What was that? Weird noise. Cupid's arrow. Ooh, have faith. There you go. Have faith not in blindly in people, but Cupid's arrow, and that love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. So you're going to be scared of the good ones as well, you know. And that's probably a good thing. You're going to be looking out for red flags in the good ones, first of all. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to do. Be wary. It's much better for you to be wary of everyone and look for red flags in everyone than it is just to blindly have faith in everyone being good. Because by far the majority of people in this world are not good for you, Aries. So do it the other way around. Be wary. Be wary of people. Look for those red flags and then let someone pleasantly surprise you when they don't show you any. Still look for them though. Still look for those red flags. And you might think, well, that's really pessimistic. I don't want to be pessimistic like that. I don't want to be a negative person like that. well, you're going to have negative repercussions. Then you're going to keep on feeling bad. You're going to keep on being abused and used and not getting what you want. Is that really positivity? I see Pollyannas like that with like no money and living really poor circumstances, not just poor in money, but generally they do. And just like believing in the good and that, and they're just downtrodden over and over again, walked all over again and again and again. It's a shame. You got the roots of abundance out as well for this week, so you're really getting those firm foundations. There's a reason that you needed to learn this, and you are getting that stability for abundance, for really positive relationships to come in, because you'll be ready for that, loving yourself properly, and abundance as well. The roots of abundance, good stuff in your life. Getting ready for that now, Aries. What else? What else? What else for Aries? This one. Doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Yeah, maybe that's what you've been doing. Maybe you should doubt a little bit more. You could have been surrendering and just going along with it. Oh, the universe has put someone in front of me. Let me give to them. Even though they're a narcissist, even though they're showing you all these red flags. Don't do that. Don't just accept whatever's put in front of you. Choose best for yourself. Make healthy decisions for yourself. So doubt a little bit more is what this is saying. Doubt a little bit more. Be more real here, Aries. There you go. That's your energies for this week. Whoa, let me know what's been going on in the comments below, because this is a huge lesson for you. It's going to change your life when you really get it. When you really get it enough to be able to explain it to someone else like I just did, or maybe better than I just did. That's when you know you're ready. That's not when you know you're in this stability and ready to live it yourself. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. It really helps me out when you do that. Consider subscribing as well. Click that notification bell to hear from me when I upload the videos, but also when I go live as well in the Psychic Cafe. And would love to have you in there and do mini reads for you as well in there. So thanks again for watching. Have the best week ever. I will see you tomorrow in the daily energy update. Bye.